Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day in my life. Now, if you watched my last video, you know that the last week has been pretty crazy here in Nashville. We had a tornado touch down in the city, and so stuff has been pretty chaotic around here. And I just want to say on that note that I really appreciate all of your guys' comments and prayers for our town. So that happened this week here in Nashville, but the video that you're watching today was actually filmed last week before the tornado hit and before my brother and sister-in-law got into town. So just like usual, I'm gonna bring you around what I lovingly refer to as our little homestead in the city and show you what I cooked, what we ate, and the different projects that we worked on. By the way, we're getting ready for our spring garden and I'm so excited. I literally have daydreams of my baby eating fresh produce from our garden. Okay, on that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And with that being said, let's hop right in. Now on this morning, I came downstairs and made brunch for me and Dan. I am a huge avocado toast fan, as you guys know, but during my whole pregnancy and here postpartum as well, I've been trying even more to get more eggs into my diet and just more protein in general. And so this morning I was craving some scrambled eggs on avocado toast. By the way, I don't do my eggs fancy. I just crack them in the pan and stir them up in there. Like that's how I scramble my eggs. I know some people like whip them before, but I just do it in the pan. Works out fine. I think I grated a little bit of cheddar cheese on top of the eggs as well once they were done and allowed the leftover heat to just kind of melt the cheese. And then I pulled my sourdough toast out of the toaster. By the way, I've still been getting a lot of questions as to what that is that I'm wearing around my belly. That is called the belly bandit. And it's supposed to kind of help not only with the shrinking of your uterus after you give birth, but also I guess with like the reconnection and replacement of your abs after they have separated from pregnancy. So it helps to encourage the healing process, I guess. So as you can see, I buttered this toast and then I spread some avocado on top. Then I took a lemon and squeezed out some lemon juice. I mean, you guys have seen me make avocado toast more times than I could count, but you keep telling me you still want to see it. So there we go. After I put some salt on top, then I took the eggs off the pan and scooped those on top of the toast. By the way, I did sprinkle some red chili pepper flakes on top as well. I always find reason to add spice to like anything I'm eating. Then I filled up my tea kettle with a little water from my Berkey. By the way, to those of you that have asked, I am obsessed with my Berkey. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm still considering making a review video about it, but I love it. I did take some vitamins with my breakfast this morning because I felt like my breakfast was heavy enough to where like I wasn't gonna get sick from my vitamins. I have to eat a heavy meal when I take my vitamins. Also, for those of you that have asked how I make my iced tea, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just heat some tea up and pour it over a giant mason jar full of crushed ice, and it's so good. And Dan had been upstairs with Logan bottle feeding him while I made us our food, so I brought it up to bed. We've been having a lot of meals in bed lately, and we just hung out and all of us ate our food. By the way, I know I said this in a previous Day in My Life video, but I am making a breastfeeding video soon because I know a lot of you have had questions about like what Logan's, I guess you could say, diet has been like. But yeah, also, how cute is that? He tends to doze off while eating and it's really cute. Also, another side note, how many times can I say that? We're actually not even using those bottles anymore. You'll continue to see as videos unfold. But yeah. These slow moments have been so beautiful over the last few weeks. We've really taken our time to rest when we need to rest and just be with Logan, and it's been so sweet. Clearly, Daddy and baby are a little tired. So while the boys took a nap, I decided to make my way into the office and play some piano. And I recently downloaded this metronome app because that's kind of the newest thing I'm implementing in my piano and singing practice is playing with a metronome. I know that's super basic, but I had no desire to play or practice with a metronome for a while. Pretty much this whole time, I never had the desire. And the way that I have continued my piano journey and singing journey is I just kind of do what I want when I want. And lately I have been wanting to learn how to play with the metronome. So just kind of practiced and did that.
Right beside you is where I belong from this moment on.
By the way, I was snacking on this trail mix that I picked up from Costco. I showed it, I believe, in my last day in my life. And my iced tea, got to make that perfect bite of trail mix. Am I right, guys? And I'm not sure what time this was, but at some point, Logan was transferred into the office with me to sleep in his bassinet. We love this bassinet. It's so cute. I love the aesthetic, and he always seems super comfortable and happy in it. These are just some random shots of pictures that I posted of Logan on Instagram in case you're not following me on Instagram. You should, because it is temporarily a shrine to Logan, and there are some really cute pictures on there. Now, I wanted to make my way downstairs to check on the garlic that we have been growing. I got a little sidetracked. I love this crystal apple that my grandma gave me and the rainbows that it shoots on the wall. It's so pretty. And then I got distracted by the dogs because they looked very peaceful in my living room with the lights streaming in and the fireplace on. Also, another distraction on my way out. Dan was making some hard-boiled eggs for us. And I thought I'd just show that. I love hard-boiled eggs. I love egg salad. I love just cutting them open and adding salt and pepper. And then while I was in the kitchen, I pulled out 2 of my frozen burritos that I made during my frozen meal prep thing for postpartum. Set those on the counter to thaw. And then another distraction was the back room. I have literally nothing to say except I was just walking to the backyard and I have to walk through this room to get there. And I just thought, it's so beautiful. Dan did such a great job. To those of you that haven't seen all my previous day in my life, this used to be a patio that he made into an enclosed like sunroom, bonus room. And it's so beautiful. And I can't wait to eventually get furniture in there. And that's all. So now we are finally down at the garlic. So garlic takes a full 9 months to grow. I believe we have about a month and a half, maybe 2 months left till we can harvest this garlic. And then I think we have to dry it or like cure it. I don't remember. We will research it when we get there. But it's been so fun to see its progress. The rest of the garden, as you can see, is pretty bare still at this point, but we are literally about to be in full-on spring garden mode. And I'm so excited because we have some bigger plans this spring for our garden in the back, and I can't wait to show you guys. Dan has been working on and brainstorming little ideas to make it bigger. So random, then I made my way upstairs and I transferred some footage to my friend / editor, Emily. That is another video I'm going to be making all about how I run my business and how I make money on the internet. So that will be coming soon. But while that footage was transferring, I actually planted some more seeds for my indoor tower garden. So on this day, all I planted were these 2 kinds of lettuce because I'm pretty much going in the direction where most of my tower garden is going to be lettuce. But yeah, and then I thought I would show you the current state of my tower garden. Like I said, I've eaten a lot of really great salads off here recently and also some really good cilantro. Cilantro is not like a very fast grower on the tower garden for me, but it's really tasty. After I did all of that, I decided to make my way downstairs and do this calf stretch that I like doing on the stairs. Actually, looking at it right now, I'm like jealous of my past self because I know how good that feels on my calves. So after I did that, I made my way upstairs and I decided to do some stretching. I just kind of did moves that feel right for me right now. I'm actually about to download a official postpartum exercise program that was recommended to me by my chiropractor. But in the meantime, over the last couple of weeks, I've just kind of started getting in some movement where it feels good, stretching what feels like needs to be stretched, kind of getting some muscle movement in the areas I feel like need to be moved. And so that is what I'm doing right here. So then I decided to fill my diffuser. I love this Plant Lady mug that some of my friends here in Nashville gave me. And I filled it with some thieves just because I'm trying to keep that immune system supported. So I started my diffuser and then I decided to work with these balls that I have on the wall, how do I word that? I used these balls on the wall to work on some of my trigger points on my back and my hips and my butt. Yeah, this feels so good. If I could get someone to do this for me, massage this way without having to use the ball myself, it would be the most satisfying thing in the world. But I'm someone who likes a lot of pressure. And I found this double-sided ball on Amazon maybe a few months ago, and rolling it up and down my spine. Oh, once again, I'm jealous of my past self watching this screen while doing this voiceover. But then I like to take my single ball, this lacrosse ball, and I like to roll that all over my upper back and my shoulders, but getting it into the crevices, if that's the word, of my hips, I can really pinpoint some deep pressure this way. So this is extremely satisfying to me. I know this is the third time I'm mentioning a video that I'm doing in the future, but I will be sharing a video about chronic pain and pregnancy and postpartum and all of that, because I've been getting a lot of questions. But I will say it's extremely important to me, and it was extremely important for me during pregnancy as well, to really take care of my body and kind of baby myself, for lack of a better word. I just have to be gentle, and I have to take every day, I guess as we all should, as one day at a time, doing whatever I can do that day and accepting what's been given to me. That was way too wordy around just rolling my muscles out. Anyways. Then I decided to spend a little bit of time on this mat that I received recently called the Prana mat. I saw my friend Christina, aka Fully Raw Christina here on YouTube, talking about the Prana mat. And there were a lot of people in the comments that were saying that it really is helpful with chronic pain. It does something to your nerves. I should know this, but I don't. But I filmed myself doing this and I thought I would share. I can't do it on bare skin. I have to be wearing a shirt or wearing socks because the little pinpoint pressure is intense. I have absolutely zero reviews about this. I can't say that I've noticed any difference or not yet, but yeah, the reviews were good and I just decided to get in some time on my Prana mat this day. Now, something really random that I wanted to show you guys that I have been obsessed with, and they're these reusable breast pads. Now, a problem that you can struggle with if you are a breastfeeding mom or you're pumping, if you're just making breast milk, is you can kind of leak throughout the day or have what they call letdowns, which is when your milk literally just randomly releases. And I have that happen a lot. And so I would pretty much just soak through bras and shirts if I didn't have something like this. But these are amazing. They're such good quality. I seriously can't recommend them enough, and I will have them linked in the info box. I actually bought 2 packs because I love them so much, and it's kind of important to change them out every time they get damp. So here are the eggs, very exciting times, that Dan had hard boiled for me. And I decided to make some egg salad. So I cut open an avocado just because I find any reason to use avocado all the time. I put a little scoop in, and then I also ended up putting in a little bit of veganese as well, which is just a vegan mayonnaise that I really like the taste of. I get the soy-free one, by the way, not only because I like the taste better, but I don't love eating lots of soy in my diet. I kind of try to avoid it, actually. Then I took out my Grillo's pickles and I chopped up a pickle. I also added a little bit of pickle juice to the mix, but I don't think I filmed that. Then I added some red chili pepper flakes. Like I said, red chili pepper flakes to anything all day or a day. Then I cut up a little bit of red onion. Then I added some Dijon mustard as well as a little parsley that I pulled from my tower garden. Then I chopped up some of these tomatoes that I picked up at Aldi, and then I decided I wanted to use some of this jalapeno artichoke dip for the sandwich that I was making. I also picked all of this lettuce from the tower garden for my sandwich as well as a side salad, and that was my sandwich. It was really good, guys. And because we all know that I am obsessed with oranges, I had a bunch of oranges and I used my homemade apple cider vinaigrette salad dressing for our salad. And on this day, Dan ate the same meal as me, so he had a plate as well. I had a serving of my fruit crumble that I think I made in the last video, froze them into single servings. So I had a serving of that with a little bit of organic vanilla ice cream, and so did Dan. I'm not eating really much dairy at all right now. It's a breastfeeding experiment, but yeah, I had it on this day. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel and it lets me know that you guys still like seeing these videos. And as usual, if you're hearing my voice and you made it this far, or you just know the routine now from being a subscriber, be sure to check my info box. Not only do I put all of my links from the video like down there, I really try to make that happen, but also I do these semi-secret but not actually secret giveaways because I tell you about them, just as a way to say thank you to you guys. People send me so much more stuff than I could ever use. We donate some of it, we give it to friends and family, and I like to do giveaways with you guys just to say, like I said, thank you for your support. It means so much to us. I know I tell you that all the time, but don't ever forget it. Hashtag grateful forever. So that is all. I will hopefully see you back here soon with another new video, and yeah, bye guys.